Max Lord starred in one of the defendant's adult films, but the defendant failed to tag him once the movie was posted online. So the plaintiff says he was cheated out of money and valuable exposure. He's suing for $1,000. Elliot Finn claims the plaintiff is just an adult film newbie who doesn't understand how the industry works. He also claims the plaintiff trash-talked him on social media and stole his used underwear. He's countersuing for $1,000 for defamation.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Najee. How are you?
I'm doing well, Judge. How you doing today?
Good.
It's case number 105 on the docket, Lord versus Finn.
You say you deserve compensation for a movie you were in with him. Why don't you tell me what it's about?
So, about a year ago, I took a big leap of faith moving. I was military police, and I moved from Kansas to California to pursue a career as an adult entertainer.
Adult entertainer, okay. Right. That means you're over 18.
Correct. Yes, sir.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, good point.
So in the process, I've lost a lot of loved ones and very special family members along the way.
Because they didn't want you in adult
Because they're
movie.
very conservative and religious, and it didn't match up with their beliefs.
We all lose something, family. I mean, that's just part of the game in this business, okay?
Okay, and when we say adult videos, we're talking X-rated videos.
Correct.
Okay,
I'm
so
a
they
porn
didn't
star.
want you doing that. But anyway, so you decided to do it, and
Then I met Elliot when I moved to Los Angeles, and I reached out and I was like, hey, we should make content for like OnlyFans.
explain that.
But OnlyFans is kind of like an Instagram or like a Twitter or Facebook.
Yeah.
But your followers and fans, they have to pay. So like, for example, my charge is $9.99 a month.
So
like,
to watch you in a movie,
correct.
they have to pay $9.99 a month.
Correct.
And so you went into a movie with him.
Correct. So we filmed, and he was like, I'll get the video to you in a month or so. And I was like, okay, perfect. Like, it's about how long it takes to film it.
All right, Jerry, so I've been doing this for well over 3 years, okay? And him only being a model or star for a little less than a year doesn't mean to me. Because honestly, I mean, you got to put in this work, okay? And coming up late to my set is going to piss me off, okay? That automatically makes me lose money. Okay, after I'm already paying people, I offer people money to pay him.
Did you pay him?
I did pay him $400 or $450. I usually pay $400 to $500 depending on the models.
To be in the movie, having
Yes,
nothing to
and
do
it's-
with subscriptions.
Yes,
$500. Okay.
and I don't even get the money right away from it, so I'm coming out of pocket, okay?
Okay.
And not only am I coming out of pocket, he steals some underwear too at the end of it, okay?
He stole your underwear.
Yes, I have Versace's.
How
all
important
these
is
kinds.
underwear in these movies? You're going to lose subscriptions if you're wearing underwear.
You'd be surprised, Jerry.
Yeah, I don't want to be. Go ahead.
Then a month went by, and I was like, oh, I haven't gotten a video or like an email saying that he sent it or anything. And then a couple days pass, and I'm scrolling through Twitter, and I pop up on my feed, and I'm like, oh, that's me. Who is that with? And it's with Elliot, and he didn't tag me.
When you say didn't tag me, is that like
So,
putting
yeah, it's like-
credits at the...
Correct. It's like giving me credit. It's like, hey, I filmed. It's Elliot Finn with Max Lord.
Okay, then how does that turn into money for you?
So his fans and followers will see me on his page and be like, oh, I like what he does, or this is hot, so like I'm gonna go
Don't
follow
you
him.
both do the same thing?
Everyone has their own
I don't need to know
taste.
this. I'm sorry I asked the question. Okay, so someone watching the movie, because now you're in it, they may decide to subscribe to your page, and that's how you get paid. Okay. So now what's the deal? You're saying he didn't tag you.
Correct.
And so you weren't getting paid.
Right, and that's all I do, and my work is my life. That's all I have left. So I am a workaholic. So it kind of peeves me whenever someone isn't in the same mindset and treats me with disrespect.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll post a video, I get a notification, okay? And it shows that OnlyFans sent me an email. And they had sent me an email saying that there were some people I needed to be tagged on, right? That I needed to tag him as well as some other
Okay,
people.
so my question is, how long was the movie up before you were contacted?
A week at most, honestly, before they sent me the...
When did the movie go up?
Probably a week after, no, a few days after we had just filmed. So he knew that it was up.
After you were notified, how long was it before you fixed the problem?
I fixed it immediately. I had followed up with them on that response. I had said, I have tagged all persons in videos. Please let me know if I have missed any, okay? They had
Okay,
also
and 3 days later, it was fixed.
Yes, it was.
Okay, all right. Now, how much normally do you make
I make a consistent revenue of over $10,000 a month.
a month? So it's about
OnlyFans.
$2,500 a week.
Yes, and I am very proud of my work. It took me a very long time to get where I'm at. And I'm a straight male, and I get everybody has problems, but imagine being straight and doing gay adult films or just gay content in general for over 3 years straight, going against, you know, what your mother or father and everybody have brought you up to.
Why would you do it?
I did it because
I'm
I
not
was...
casting judgment on you. I'm just saying, knowing that, you know, you seem like a reasonably bright person. Why wouldn't you choose a job where you're not going to get your family and your friends disparaging you, and you could be successful in another business? It's not like that's the only thing you can do.
I was going through a divorce at the time, a
Oh.
few years ago. And at that time, I was still figuring myself out. I got in this industry a little after my divorce. Before this, I used to manage, consult, and build car washes all over the United States. And then I saw the business opportunity out of this, and I just kept pursuing it. And the reason why I keep pursuing is because during all this, I lost my daughter trying to mend things with my ex-wife and everything. However, I lost custody.
You just said that everyone loses stuff, so why is that relevant?
Do you have a daughter? Do you have a kid? Did you bring life and then lose it?
I've been through a lot too.
I guess my question to maybe to both of you, knowing that you could lose a daughter, what is worth that? Look, we get adult entertainers here on my old show, and oftentimes their answer is because they're trying to support their child. I don't care what other people say, I'm going to do this. I get that. I mean, you know, I understand the financial reasons why you would have to do that. You'll do anything to support your kid. But if the choice is I'm going to do this and lose my kid, help me, why?
Better understanding of this is I was working for my ex-wife's family at the time. So they refrained me from working from a lot of other places. They had harassed me, and I had no way out besides leaving. I had nowhere to turn to. I didn't have family growing up.
Yeah, I'm not in your shoes, so I'm not
Yeah.
being judgmental here on that. I know I'm a judge. I'm supposed to be judging, but I'll judge the legality of it. Okay, so when you're suing him for $1,000, the part that I have to get, I understand the merits of it. You should be paid for what you did. But I don't know how to measure. How do you know you lost $1,000?
So you would guesstimate based off how many fans you have each month coming in. You can guesstimate how many fans you should have coming in the next month. In May, I made over $10,000. And then even in April and March, you can see that I made like almost $9,000 and then almost...
So you made that.
Correct.
What I want to know is in the 2 weeks that you weren't in his movie, how much did you lose?
Your Honor, look at the screen. In June, I only make like
Wait,
5,000.
he's tagging you in June.
Your Honor, but that affects me in the long run. It's not just a like now thing. It's
Oh, well, if
in
2
the long
months, well, wait, are you still running that video?
I still have his, yes.
Okay, so how does this show me if you're on his videos? So you're benefiting in the months you're showing me. The only time you weren't on it, and you should have been on it, no one's disputing you, but for that week or two at most, there's no evidence that you lost $1,000. As you said, it's a guesstimate. Okay, on your countersuit, you're suing him for defamation?
Yes,
Why?
Jerry, because he was talking in his platforms about me, which...
You said I stole your underwear, and I never stole his underwear. Also,
I've
Under,
had
you're
tons of
straight.
underwear stolen,
You're
and how
straight.
did
You
that-
should
I
learn how
see
to
you
work
on
with
other
gay
scenes.
people.
Guys, okay, I'm really not going to decide a case on whose underwear it was, all right? I'm just going to draw the line there. But on the defamation, that he said bad things about you, he's allowed to have an opinion. Anyone who is in the entertainment field puts themselves out there to be cheered or booed. You can't sue someone for having an opinion, particularly with today's social media. What's this one site called Yelp, where you write a review about a meal you had at a restaurant? If you write a bad review, you're not going to get anywhere suing that person that gave you a bad review. So he gave a bad review. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dismiss the countersuit based on that. I don't think you suffered damage of $1,000.
Your Honor, he's been in for 3 years in porn. I've been in for not even a year yet, and I'm the top of what I do.
He thinks he's the top.
You can look at my stats. You can look at my stats.
I'm not going to look at your stats, and I'm not going to look at anything else you're showing.
Please. That's wrong stats.
I'm just telling you, you could be the best. But if you're the best, then you wouldn't have to worry about how many viewers you've got or subscribers. I'm just saying that I can't out of thin air say, well, you lost $1,000 that week. There's no empirical proof. I am going to say, I'm going to grant you $300.
Are you kidding me?
I cannot hate anybody. So I'm Canadian, and I love people.
I would describe Max's performance as, I mean, he's an exceptional performer, but I mean, what comes with that, I mean, it can get to people's heads.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.